What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis. We've got some major news going on here right now. Several different things here for you guys. First, President Biden sent $3 billion over to Ukraine here yet again. That's right. You can see here, Ukraine marks its 31st year of independence on their Independence Day, even though it's probably not much of a celebration over there, even though they're probably trying to celebrate. Biden unveils a new $3 billion aid package. This is not really new money per se. This is money that has already been approved by Congress on a bipartisan level, approved by both Republicans and Democrats. But this is now taking part of that allocated money and now sending the money, or really the weapons, we should mostly say, over there. So $3 billion going to Ukraine as Russia just continues to pound them and might be looking towards their capital city of Kyiv here potentially yet again on their Independence Day. Sad. And what's interesting here is that Ukraine marks its 31st independence today as well. And it's also the 6-month mark as Russia's full-scale invasion, which began on February 24th. So we're officially at 6 months of Russia invading them and attacking them, and it shows no signs of stopping. Now, thankfully, gas prices have dropped now 70 days in a row, the second longest streak since 2005. Will it continue? Right now, we see gas at the national average price of gas at $3.88 for regular. Diesel now at $4.97, still over $1 higher for diesel. I've also seen in the comment section some people saying, I believe in Georgia, and I think in parts of Florida, maybe even Texas, some people saying that they had gas at $2.95 and $2.99. So again, this is the average price of gas. Some places a lot higher, like California and some other states as well. Some places a lot lower as well. This is the average price of gas. A month ago was $4.36. Now we're at $3.88. A year ago, we were at $3.15. And just for everybody's sake here, data shows that the price of gas when Biden came into office was $2.39. So we're still significantly up from when Biden came into office, just so everybody's clear on that. But coming down significantly. Will we get back to around that price, $2.39? In some places where it's $2.95, it's getting close. But in a lot, California will never probably get there because, they're always higher with their higher gas price, higher gas taxes, and different blend of fuel. Will we get there? Will the trend continue? With gas prices having dropped 70 days in a row now. And you can see here, natural gas prices have surged to a 14-year high. And this will be significant when it's interesting how different gas prices have different trends. And the reason for this is, and again, a lot of people don't realize this, but the reason natural gas is surging to a 14-year high is because of Russia. So Russia has cut off their supply to the rest of Europe, or significantly cut it off. And this has caused the price of natural gas to spike up here. You can see that the cost of regular oil is actually going up here as well. But gas prices have still been coming down, actually. We're still trickling down here a little bit, about a penny per day right now. Okay. So still coming down a little bit despite oil prices going up. So that's the thing, is will prices continue? But natural gas has not. Natural gas is at a 14-year high. And natural gas is what a lot of people use to heat their homes in the winter. And the reason for this is because of the war in Russia and Ukraine. Russia is one of the world's largest producers of natural gas, and they have caused the natural gas market for the world to spike up in price, similar to what happened at the beginning of the war and for the several months that followed with the price of gasoline and diesel. And this has sent the markets into a panic, similar to when Russia put over 100,000 troops on the border of Ukraine. We started to see the gas and diesel markets go up, and kind of rightfully so, because what happened? We started to see the US say we're not going to buy Russian oil anymore. That caused a shortage in the market. And then we've seen all the issues with Europe and Russia. And now, Russia's constraining oil to Europe, and Europe says we're not going to buy oil from Russia. And now we have all those oil issues there. Okay. The same thing is happening with natural gas now. Okay, so Russia's cut off natural gas from several countries, and they've significantly cut it off to some other countries, and they've completely cut it off to some other countries. So now there's a natural gas shortage. Okay, and this has caused the price to go up, supply and demand. Okay, so now that we're going to be going into the winter months, some countries are saying they might not even have enough natural gas to heat their countries, like Germany. Okay. Remember, we're a global economy, and these oils, these natural gases, diesel, gasoline, even if we don't buy a drop of gas, natural gas, diesel from another country, it still is traded on a global market. Okay, so even if, like, the United States kept all of our own oil, all of our own diesel, all of our own gas here just in the US, it would still affect the price here, because the price of, like, the companies like BP, Shell, Exxon, they sell gas according to the open market price. Okay. So we could keep all our own gas here and it would still, you know how gas fluctuates, going down now. Okay. But when it went up, when it goes down, it's based on the price of oil. It's based on the price of what the market. Okay. And that's what we're seeing with natural gas and also gasoline. Gasoline's going down. The price of oil went down, and market fluctuations. Okay. And right now it's working in our favor for gas. It's going down. Will it continue? We'll see. But natural gas is spiking up. It's at a 14-year high, and winter's not here yet. But this will probably lead to very high winter heating bills. Yeah, so when winter comes around, when we get closer, there is winter heating assistance in the form of utility assistance. I have some links for you down below in the description of this video on how to get that. We'll be going over that when we get closer to winter as well. Most, if not all, states offer this for low-income people as well. So keep that in mind. You can get some or maybe most of your heating bills paid for if you're on low income. Okay. So hopefully you can get that. If you learn how to do that, you can get it every year in some cases. So yeah. So yeah, it's just a tough inflationary environment right now for a lot of people, because we're seeing rent spiking. The housing market's kind of crumbling right now because of interest rates going up, 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 up. The home buyer market is really just kind of, it's died. It's completely died right now. The lack of home buyers is really dead. We went from the ultra hot, hot, hot home buyer market, people bidding $50,000 over home asking prices, to now they're dead. They're just gone. So how that raising of interest rates worked. It cooled down the market. So people are not bidding $50,000 over asking price anymore. It did its job. It did its job because if you wanted to buy a $300,000 home, I get that in some areas that might be high, but in some areas that's not even enough to buy a house. So we'll just go with that number, right? Um, you couldn't buy the home for $300,000. You would have had to bid 350 or 375. And now you can actually, if you wanted to buy the home for 300, you could probably buy the home for 300. So the raising of the interest rates actually did its job. Now you're gonna have to pay more in interest right now, but you could refinance that when interest rates come back down in a year or two or three, whenever they come back down. So that did its job for the time being. Okay, and like I said, it's a double-edged sword, and countries all around the world are doing it. The United Kingdom's doing it, Europe's doing it, Canada's doing it. Inflation is pretty much everywhere across the whole globe, So yeah, and it's one of those things that we just kind of get through. I mean, if you're if you're old like me, I know I'm 41. I know it's not that old, but because sometimes I feel old with Julian running around here, my 4-year-old son. He's just a ball of energy. He's just he never gets tired, and I'm like, man, I'm tired just looking at him. But yeah, if you're old like me or older than me, you'll know that inflation comes and it goes, just like gas prices. They come and they go. But I just don't think gas prices are going to stay low forever. I mean, they're drifting higher, just like inflation brings the price of stuff higher and higher over time. I just don't have a good feeling about gas prices this time around. I think they're gonna drift higher over the short to long term. I just don't have confidence in the price of gas right now. Do you? I just don't think they're gonna. We've seen that the energy secretary here in one of my last videos say that by next year they're gonna have all-time high production of gasoline here in the United States. So I guess that maybe gives me some confidence, but I just don't trust the oil companies. I just don't trust the oil prices. I just don't trust gasoline at all. I just think that I just I just think it's going to continue to get higher and higher and higher. It's going down now, but you let me know your thoughts, man. I just think that they're trying to get every dollar out of us that they can, and I think it's going to always be that way. U.S. rents hit a record high for the 17th month in a row. Yikes. This just shows the struggle right now that 60% of Americans are going through right now. Um, yeah, and unless you're locked in on a mortgage, this just shows 17 months. Wow. Rents hit a record high in July for the 17th month in a row, putting ever more pressure on renters. The national median rent hit a new record high of $1,879 a month in July, up 12.3% from a year ago, according to Realtor.com. $1,879 a month. While rents have been hitting new records for nearly a year and a half, there are some early signs that the market may be starting to cool off. July marked the 6th straight month of moderating growth, retreating from a 17% year-over-year rent increase in in January. Still, rents rose by double-digit percentages in all size categories in July compared to a year ago, with monthly rents for studios up 14.3% to $1,555. One bedroom's up 12% to $1,745, and two bedrooms up 11.7% to $2,103. Miami rent was up 26.2%. And in the video, the video from the last video, I showed you droughts uncovering some really cool stuff here. Here's another one. Dinosaur tracks from 113 million years ago uncovered due to severe drought conditions at Dinosaur Valley State Park in Texas.
An historic drought. 93% of the state was in drought. 62% in the worst two categories, extreme and exceptional. So what did that do? That brought all of the rivers down. That made all of the farming and the ranching nearly impossible without trucking in water and certainly trucking in food because nothing was really growing. While the water was going down in the rivers, something else was being exposed. Dinosaur prints. Dinosaur prints. Now, these are not recent. These are 113 million years old.
113 million,
in
Mike.
Dinosaur Valley, about an hour southwest, of about Fort Worth. And so they know that these were here. There's a state park there. But with the water being so low, they were actually able to find more. They found an herbivore, plant eater, and they found a similar relative to a T-Rex, a meat eater. So we don't know which one won, but I have a pretty good idea.
Wow, that's remarkable. They're extremely well preserved.
Yes,
it's a stone came from all this. Chad Myers.
It's limestone. I mean, this isn't like mud or silt. This is going to be here forever.
Yeah, really cool stuff. It's amazing that Texas had severe drought, and then in the northern part of Texas, I believe it was just yesterday, had severe flooding. We showed that in one of our recent videos here in the last few videos, just feet and feet of flooding. Wow, it's unbelievable, right? It's just, I know you can't make this stuff up. It's crazy. Yeah. So how do you deal with this stuff? It's just like, it's unbelievable, right? So let me know your thoughts here. What else do you think they'll uncover? I actually have some more here for you. I'll show you the next one here in the next video. So make sure to subscribe down below to our YouTube channel. It's completely free to do so. Click the bell icon so you get notifications when we go live. New videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button for us down below. I'll keep you up to date here on everything going on here in our country on a daily basis. You can click this video here to watch my newest video on Social Security raises and Social Security payments. And you can click this video here to see the $10,000 payments that were just announced by President Biden. Yeah, that actually just happened. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.